Hello everyone, just a little quick note while we're still in the mission. We're having some minor tech issues getting the runner screen perspectives cropped. That's why the timer has been changing, being extended. But yeah, I'm George, I'm gonna be a stream tech later. Let's hopefully I can get the stream crop working soon. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I heard you like A Link to the Past All Dungeons, so we've got for you today another A Link to the Past All Dungeons tournament match. Today we're going to be having the Winners Bracket Round 2 match between mkosler and Xelna, and I'd like to introduce you to today's commentators, which is going to be Anders and Ninny. Say hello.
Buddy, how we doing today? How you doing, Ninnies?
I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself, Anders?
I'm doing great because it's Friday and I'm off for the rest of the weekend.
Ooh, baby.
And I'm real excited for this match. This is going to be a fun one. For those of you who have not figured it out by now, this is the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches tournament, and we are in Winners Bracket 2. Xelna is our number 1 seed, though we actually haven't seen him much yet. And Kosler, after a really tough groups segment, ended up being our number 16 seed. So we're really excited to see how they do in this double elimination tournament. And we should be kicking off in just a few moments, seconds. Now, it's going. We're doing it. So these first few splits are kind of the prime chance for us to meme a little bit. Hovering is not considered a technical major glitch. To answer your your question, So I wanted to wish everyone a nice, happy National Cheese Ball Day as we cheese our way through this opening escape segment. I, for one, really enjoy cheese balls. My personal birthday is on International Cheesemakers Day, so Cheese Ball Day is going to be a warm one for me. But yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, this is the All Dungeons Restricted Major Glitches category. We're going to do all the dungeons, and we're going to do some glitching. So I hope you guys are excited. Both runners getting their swords from their uncles. I actually have my trivia question ready for whenever you guys are ready. I know there was a lot of disappointment last match that I calmed in that my trivia question was too easy compared to my first trivia question. So be looking forward to probably just after Palace of Darkness, we'll pop that in and see how you guys do in answering my question. I'm really excited for this one.
What is the level of difficulty of this trivia question?
So the first, I think you were with me for the first one, right? What does Link's uncle do?
I don't believe so. I actually think I missed all of them.
Oh, darn. Someone ban Apathy Duck. So the first trivia question was, what is Link's uncle's profession? And the answer, as Doomtap so eloquently screamed, is apple farmer. He is an apple farmer. It is referenced a lot more in the manga, but he's an apple farmer, albeit probably not a very good one because we don't actually see apples really anywhere in Hyrule. But that is his profession. My second one, I was talking about the different varieties of possessed guards that we have. I had mentioned there are apples on the tree outside, so remind me to look at that. There's one apple tree. Thank you guys for pointing that out. The single apple tree does not make you a good apple farmer. My second question was, we see various versions of these possessed guards. We have our ball and chain knight, which both our runners expertly just destroyed. We've seen the javelin knights, the sword knights, the bow and arrow knights, the bomb knights, and a few other variations. But I was mentioning that there was one variation in which the knight is fully programmed in the game itself, but never actually appears. And I asked everybody what that one was, and everyone yelled at me that it was too easy.
I believe that's the Cannon Knight, correct?
It is the Cannon Knight, which I thought was really cool, and I didn't know about that, but everyone yelled at me, and it made me feel really bad. Thanks.
Why would you do that to your commentators, chat?
They're bullies, especially Apathy Duck 07. But today's, I think, is actually going to be a pretty tough one, and you'll have to have, you know, some really, really good ALttP knowledge, not only of the lore, really not of the lore at all, but actually of the mechanics of the game.
Well, I'm excited and ready. I can't even think of what it is, just like anticipating.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I don't know how Grand Panders is gonna work because I'm old at heart, I guess.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with an old soul.
Yeah. And trust me, I am very much an old soul. Speaking of which, chat, if you have any ALttP trivia questions that you would like to run by me and see if I can pop into my comms next time I do some comms, let me know. Hit me up in those DMs, especially if you're single and ready to mingle. Please attach a resume, headshots, and
just
salary
made me
rate.
spit up my water.
You knew it was gonna get there. I'm a very lonely boy. So both of these runners hanging out through escape. A little bit of stress on the George's got us. A little bit of stress on both their sides trying to figure out this rat RNG that we're getting. Ooh, that's an annoying kind of key rat there for Kosler. Oh, and he missed the key. That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. So I've been word vomiting a little bit. Talk to me, Ninnies. What you thinking? How's life? How's social distancing? I'm hoping that you are staying as safe as you can be. Did he get rat frames? Yep. Look at them rat frame. Now Link gets to get yelled at by a priest for quite a bit of time. We save and quit to Link's house. Head on out. I don't see any apples right here. I guess I'll have to keep looking. Both runners are going to head their way over to our first dungeon in our All Dungeons RMG category, the Palace, or Eastern Palace. I almost lied to you. I'm surprised to see Xelna not going for citrus here. Hopefully Kosler can pull off a good citrus right now. See how that does for him. Kosler's got some. There we go. Look at that quick citrus. Very nice job from Kosler.
Just some quick on-stream information. We have one of the commentators, Ninnies, has some internet troubles right now, so they'll be right back. Don't worry.
Oh dang! It's just me. I'm so sorry, chat. Alright, we're gonna see, let's get some moy eyes in chat for Ninnies' internet and for chat to not have to listen to me for an entire hour and probably 12 minutes. Ooh, unfortunately missed with that pot on Kosler's side of the screen, but that's alright. It is so early in this run and so many things can go wrong. Things are already going wrong.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, do we have a friendo here?
Yes, apologies. Internet just giving a little bit of an issue, but very quick to repair itself.
Genuinely, that might have been the most exciting thing that's happened in these first two splits, so I wouldn't worry too bad about it.
I mean, there's not really excitement in game, but just the level of play from both of these players is really.
Yeah, these are two electric players. mkosler is known for his very extravagant Trilby collection, whereas Xelna has been focusing a lot more on Marble Blast lately. So, you know, two veteran players doing their best with marbles and trilbies. Both having very good BK skips in their Eastern Palace split. Can't wait until we have boots after this, because once we get those boots, it becomes an actual speed run instead of a walk. Speed walk? Squawk? That's not a thing. So, I mean, we're still in this AMA portion. We did have a nice chest turn, Azure is right. But we're at the AMA portion. You can talk to Ninnies and I about just about anything appropriate, and we will answer. At least I will. I mean, otherwise I can just keep talking at you.
I mean, I'm a pretty open book.
I know a lot about Ninnies now.
Would somebody say too much? I kid.
How many frame does manual stair leg canceling save? So first off, Apathy, grammar please. How many frames? I'm only going to answer the Sabin because that's the only one I have a good answer to. No, I have not. I've been watching some friendos play it. I am a big FF fan, but I did not play very much of 7. I'm very excited to play the remake, though. Again, y'all can feel free to slide into my DMs, buy that shit for me, because I don't have it right now. Let's talk to Sahasrara, or Ninnies, how would you pronounce that name?
Sahasrara.
Okay. As long as you have an in there, I'm happy.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the H in there.
It's like, if you're a Harry Potter fan, this name is basically Parcel Tongue. Alright, we are getting that St. Card. Salarsh. Thank you, Mo.
That's just a cluster right there.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see how this DMA goes. Took a minor pause on Xelna's screen, just making sure he was ready for it, but gets up there nice. Let's see how mkosler does. mkosler spins, and makes it up the mountain.
It's always nice to see that ascension without any problems from the guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guards are kind of jerks. You know who else is a jerk? This old man, because you can't dash with him. We spent all this time getting boots, and he won't let us dash.
Yeah, but to his credit, he doesn't have boots himself, so we really don't want to leave our elders behind.
Yeah, but this is some old dude who decided it would be a good idea to go barefoot into a cave without any light, so I really don't have that much sympathy for him.
He's probably trying to do it old school, use the light to bounce the mirror to bounce the light around to give some light to...
Ooh, little blockade there on Xelna's side during that Kiki. Did you see that? I don't got a little caught on there. Oh, and so did Kosler. So maybe I'm just stupid, and that always happens.
No, it's a little pixel thing, but really clean bomb jump here, even with a little bit of problem from the mold.
Yeah. So just to remind you all, we are in Palace of Darkness. After we enter Thieves Town, you will have from Thieves Town through the boss of Thieves Town on whoever gets there first to answer my question. My trivia
I like
question.
that Kosler got the small hurt here. Palace of Darkness is pretty dangerous. Even with like the confidence, kind of like where Xelna's going, that extra heart could really go along.
Absolutely. This is probably one of the most dangerous dungeons. It's definitely one of the big reset points for a lot of people in practice. Created a meme, and I'm not quite happy about it, friends. You all know why eggplants are called eggplants?
Is this the trivia question?
No. This is just because the trivia question's about A Link to the Past. I don't know of any eggplants in A Link to the Past. And if there are any, DM me, and I will make it a trivia question. But it's like when they're growing, when they're just young, they look like little eggs, and they're plants. The more you know.
Very nice, grabbing that heart from the little mini helmet.
Yeah.
Both of them getting it.
Yeah, well, let's see how this jump goes. And, heck yeah. These boys are doing it. It's a very solid gameplay.
Yeah, getting that second positioning with the sword buffers is really good, and it shows a lot of confidence in that the hammer.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to see how hard it is, just show up in one of my streams when I'm practicing it and see me cry. Because I can't do it and I'm bad at games.
Will you do the Scrivo method, looking for the little pixels on the far left side?
I learned from another friend, and I have a method that works for me. I'm just really bad at pause buffers. I'm still working on it, though. I've actually been in a big mood to play A Link to the Past, but I've been so busy lately that I just haven't had time. But, you know, that's the way of the world. We have both of them in the same cutscene for just a moment. From this point on, none of them are going to be able to have any health refills. So, looks like Xelna going in with 3 hearts. That makes me nervous. He can take 1 hit.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about it. I don't know. Even if you're as good as Xelna, I'd be I'd be worried, especially in a race.
This is not something that I like to see early on. You know, I don't like to risk, especially in a race situation.
It's just
Something
really
like-
good RNG though from Helma.
Yeah, Helma's being really nice to him. Oh, but missing... Okay, got the 4th one. He's gonna get it. Yeah, he got it. Whew, that was
Good
really,
Lord.
really kind.
Also being nice to Kosler too, just getting him right up there so that way the recoil is less of a loss of time there.
Yeah.
Fireballs either, holy.
What
These
is this?
Helmas.
Oh, there's a fireball.
Uh-oh. Good dodge there. Interesting fact, you can actually kind of manipulate the tail a bit when you start seeing it wagging. It will go to whatever side of the arena that you are mostly on. So if you're getting like a really bad fireball tail combo, you can try to bring the tail over to the side that is a little bit less congested. And so that way you have time to both dodge the tail and perhaps even dodge the fireballs. But holy crap, both of these runners getting great RNG. Helma normally being, as Anders said, a reset point, and just really showing off like Xelna with 3 hearts, Kosler with a full health, taking 1 hit, but still both of them taking down this boss. And we're ready to start to the next portion of this run, which is Tower of Hera. Pretty interesting. Now, I know Hera has one of your favorite tricks. Do you think anybody's going to do it for you?
Now, these two probably not. I know Kosler's gonna go for. We'll see. I don't wanna speak too soon. And oh, missing that swag boom twice. Zelda, my dude. Doesn't lose any time, but there we go. 3rd time's the charm. Gets right on that pixel.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to get this. Gives you a nice little break time as well. You can stretch those fingies, warm them up for the rest of the run that we're gonna need them for.
Yeah, I like some nice warm fingies. They just make you happy. Another frustrating RNG portion of the run, so we will see that coming up pretty soon. we do with this bomb jump. We do a little bit EBJ. Oh, and he gets it. That's nice to see.
Nice little dash buffer in there really quick if you didn't
Yeah.
get that good pixel, and just no fear getting past those little fires.
He's like, whatever. What's a couple hearts of damage? Who needs it? Who cares? Safer strat on Kosler's side, but gets a beautiful bomb jump. Make sure that we are not getting trolled by this jerky mold burger, and we don't. Heading up to see how mkosler does with this nice, fun bumpa skip. So I don't know about you, Lindy's, but since this quarantine has started, I haven't shaved in like a month.
Trying to go for like a no shave November kind of a thing, but just like no shave quarantine.
Oh no!
That is really unfortunate.
Fallen. That's so unfortunate. It's a little bit of the quarantine beard, just kind of seeing what happens. It's past the itchy stage, which I've never made it that far before, so.
Yeah, it's a lot like when you're just like kind of growing out your hair. Like once you get your bangs past where it's like constantly in your eyes, it's generally fine.
Say that no one has told me that I look cute yet, so that's frustrating. Again, DMs are always open. We see Xelna entering into Thieves Town, which means that it is time for me to ask our ALttP trivia question of the restream. And this is a technical one. So we've seen a few different teleports in this version, in clips where we basically teleport from one area to another. The answer is not Apple Farmer. What version of A Link to the Past does not contain teleports? You have until the boss is defeated by whoever gets there first. And we already have a winner, and it is Foxlisk. It's the GBA version. Those spin speeds are not available in the 1.1 version. You can do teleports. The GBA version does not have teleports.
I mean, the GBA is also a horrible way to play this game. Since some of the screens are too big for it, normally the screens like this, they'll actually scroll because of how the resolution is. So like sometimes you're just dashing in and hoping that there's nothing in your way.
Yep. Man, I really need to get better trivia questions. People are pulling these out much too quickly for me. I thought that was a solid one.
I mean, to your credit, that is a really solid one. Not a lot of people would have thought about the GBA version, but also these are people that are like enfranchised in this series. They're coming here and they're either already runners of this category or they are runners of a different category. We may have a few random people coming in here and they're asking questions, but generally you're talking to the experienced audience.
Was inspired for this one because I was in a friend's stream yesterday when they were like, you know what, I'm just gonna run the English version on the SNES Mini and see what happens if I run English all dungeons restricted major glitches. And that's kind of where we were like, oh, you can teleport in this version, and checked and you can't do it in the GBA version.
Yeah, I did like that room from Xelna. Instead of utilizing a bomb to kill the skeleton and then choosing to go up, grab the skull pot for more arrows, and then kill the horse head there. That was really interesting.
See what mkosler does.
Doing more of the traditional bomb strat that we've seen here, but left himself in that position just to make sure the bomb did kill it, and before moving on to the other side of the.
Yeah. Sorry if I seem a little grumpy, fam. I made the mistake of trying to order in dinner, and it's been about 2.5 hours, and DoorDash crashed. Not my Dasher, I don't think, but like the actual app has crashed. So
The joke was so dry, I didn't even think that you were actually were meaning the specific driver.
I knew that wasn't a joke. I
know, but like I just love how dry that delivery was.
I'm really funny, and I have a lot of friends, and I'm a very hungry boy. Alright, I'm gonna say this once. I'm not gonna explain it unless anyone who actually means it asks. This boss, Blind, is a scripted fight. You know what it means.
It means it's a good boss on paper.
You know, I've mentioned, Fox, that technically Armos Knights are a scripted fight. With a few different scripts that you can run, but yeah, it's only scripted if you follow the script. So is Cold Stare, that is true. Moth is not, Helma is not, Hera is not, Lanmo is not really.
No, I would say Lammo isn't.
I mean, the first... Yeah, Cold Stare has RNG, but I mean, everything technically has some form of RNG if you don't do it right.
I think like what you mean by scripted is like they're gonna do the first thing, or they're always gonna do the same thing, like at least for like the first 3 movements. And I definitely agree with you on the Armos Knights. I don't know. Blind is scripted as long as you're doing the strat that allows it to continuously be scripted. I mean, if you let Blind go a little bit too far out, and then doesn't land in that spot, then, you know, it depends on whether or not Blind's going to go south or going to go to the right or to the left.
Be a lot better as bosses if they memorize their lines.
For the most part, everybody uses the same route for this category. It kind of depends on whether or not they're using silvers, but where the routes tend to get a little bit interesting is how they're individually routing their items. So routing where they're going to pick up bombs, additional arrows. But as far as dungeons go, dungeons they're in the order that we have them.
Absolutely. I mean, there are a few little tips and tricks that do change things. For example, we saw both runners decide to use the frog door strat to get Jeremiah the bullfrog back home as a gnome. And there are some other ways that you can do that. Ooh, Xelna gets the fence dash. That is very nice, friends.
Yeah, so like really what it comes down to is like it's not like NMG where you can choose to do like a couple of dungeons out of order later on in the run for like to have more health. All dungeons generally has solid routing per dungeons. It's just the more advanced strats that you want to use in each you know, in each one, if you're going for like more competitive times or if you're just trying to stay safe. Like a good marathon safe strat would be to save and quit and then start at Link's house if you're going to go to ice or even getting silvers.
Very nice mummy statue room for Xelna, if I do say so myself.
And good RNG in this following room as well. That mummy all the way in the corner. It's not too troublesome to see the mummy right in front of the door, but you do lose time having to slash the mummy. Another quick jump here from Xelna. Those are beautiful to see.
Love it when it goes right.
I'm sitting here like in awe. If you're joining us, the Xelna's in the lead. Kosler is a little bit behind. Took a fall to Moldorm. Not a huge time loss, but both of these are very fast runners of this game. So a little bit of a time loss right there could really extend the gap. But as you saw, Kosler got a sweet gold in Thieves Town, and just like not too far off of each other here. They're like 4 rooms away from each other, I believe.
Volatile that so much can happen, especially with the RNG being at the end. Xelna's gonna have a moth fight. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, little bonky boy from Mr. Coasley Wosley. A slightly untraditional, if I do say so myself, but effective moth fight from Xelna. Not quite sure what I was watching there.
It happened really quickly. I mean, like, didn't get the best RNG with the conveyor belt, but just like you practice some things so much, it's just insane that you just adjust.
See how little miss slash from Coastler there, but he makes his way into without getting bunny beamed, which we always like to see. Heading down into that moth fight, let's see how Coastly Wosley does. A little bit of a bug issue we're having, not the best RNG to see. Frustrating, as you may assume. Gosh, that was annoying. So nice on Coastler for keeping us cool and making it through there.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad didn't use the fire rod. The problem with the fire rod in the corner is that it can just jettison the moth either directly down to you or just way far to like a catty corner direction that you don't want to be in. And a little bit of extra time was in that room where there's like too many of the little spikes moving around. So just kind of like keeping calm under pressure, and just was able to take down that moth really nicely.
Absolutely. We are seeing Shopping Trip on Xelna's screen, grabbing some of our Unitaskers, the Ether Medallion. Now we need to go get some... Ooh, getting bullied by those dead rocks. We hate to see it. Those guys are really mean. They really have no use other than making you angry. I saw a friend get double blocked by them the other day. It like got in the pixel of the bridge crossing on both sides of the bridge and had to walk out and reload it, basically.
God, that's just horrible.
It happens. Ooh, Coaster missing that spin speed, but noticing it quick and getting those dashes ready.
And I also want to remind anybody that's tuning in and kind of has an idea or an interest of what's going on, but doesn't quite know what's going on, just feel free to ask those in the chat box, and we'll do our best to answer those questions for you.
Yeah, just ask us, and we will answer, or we'll make something up, or give you someone smarter to answer. Usually my smarter person is Ninnies, but if Ninnies can't do it, I'm sure there's someone in chat who can jump on in there. And you can always just ask us questions. Let's see how we do with this. Are we going to get a plain ham sandwich? I kind of doubt it, but... No. Oh, and that Bomby Boy is being really kind to Xelna right here. Little trouble. There we go. Finally got the teleport, but had a little trouble getting it there.
Yeah, that one's always a little awkward because most of the teleports that we do, we're entering from the left side, moving right. So it's really the only one that we're doing that's completely off our normal path. So the positioning just to like get our hands into it right after that dash is a little bit difficult.
Absolutely. update on my dinner for those of you who are still interested. It's still not here.
Anders Dinner Watch today at 6.
Man, you know, this is the worst part of National Cheeseball Day. I actually, like, the entire reason that I decided to, we are getting a plain ham sandwich from Mr. Kosler because he missed that bomb and he didn't want to risk using another. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and the little bombers too were just not in a good spot to use the, there's another way that you can kind of get across that using spin speed and kind of clipping onto a...
You know, it is worth noting that Kosler's really gotten the bad end of the RNG stick today. That is a ham sandwich with cheese, Feu reminds me. Which may be my dinner for tonight if DoorDash doesn't get their crap together. That's the real race is who's gonna finish before my dinner gets here. I was stupid enough to, you know, Fridays at work, I was like, alright, you know, I'm gonna treat myself. I don't really have any food in the house. I don't have time during my lunch break to go to a grocery store with a mask on and try and figure that out. So I was like, alright, well, I'll just order in. Of course, my order gets here this afternoon, and it's literally, yeah, treat yourself. See how this Landmo does before I continue my tirade. Very nice Landmo on Xelna's side of the screen. So I'm planning to treat myself. I get my food and I open it up and it is someone else's order from a different restaurant. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But you know, there's so much going on in the world. You know, they gave me a refund and it was still food I could eat. So I was like, all right, I'll do this. And then with the refund they gave me, I was like, all right, well, I'll get dinner because I still don't really have time before this match to go to the store. And here we are, friends. Dinnerless. I know this
Using
is
the same situation that happened to you earlier today happened to somebody else, so now somebody has your dinner order.
I don't know because from my research via Twitter, it seems like the entirety of DoorDash is broken. There's a race happening? Where? We're heading into Meyer on one side and into Landmo on the other. Very, very solid Meyer 2 on Zelda's side. Can't quite get the one cycle for Kosler. That one first Landmo just really wanted to tilt to the left.
Yeah, as you were saying earlier, just a little bit of unfortunate RNG just has been happening to Kosler here.
Yeah.
So Xelna's grabbing both keys in this room, so it's likely we're not going to see that fancy bomb jump after our first rotation.
I have a short list of people who I would like to see do that bomb jump, and I expect to see do it. And I don't think we're going to see from... Uh-oh, we have a WTF in the chat from Xelna.
I wonder... We just saw him dash past the jelly, which has the...
Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, that was all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's frustrating. For those of you confused, he had some problems with that torch. I don't know. He did get the fence dash earlier, so that really does kind of even things out. Haven't seen much chest turning from him though, you know. And really, that's the true game. Yeah. Ooh, another bonky boy. Oh, he's no,
yeah,
he is
doing the
going
setup. Never mind.
I am very stressed. Oh, he did it. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I was really glad because I was starting to get nervous after I saw saw him dash by the jelly, and then just type in the WTF in there. And I was just like, "What is happening? Please tell me that this didn't happen." But no, it was
It's all
just a little
very stressed.
torching issue.
So we see him clipping into Tower of Hera, falling down Tower of Hera, getting rid of that very annoying mini Helma and this very annoying mini Moldorm, and prepping for another bomb clip. Nope. Teleports out, misses it by 1. Is he gonna just buffer in?
Old school buffers here. Cosler center for the same jump.
I mean, let's be honest. If anyone's... Yep.
Oh
Kosler's gonna
no!
fall. Kosler's gonna get that luck right now. This has been that kind of a run.
And while we were watching the stressful event on Cosler's side, just that nice little buffering from Xelna just got through to Hera, or got through. Alright, so just refreshed, and Xelna's making his way to the big chest, and then Cosler's getting set up for the second bomb clip here. Does that sound accurate?
That's what it looks like to me, and I've just refreshed.
Nice clean entry from Cosler.
Yeah, that was quick. We're syncing up right over here. And... oh, Kosler doing one extra little swim push over there, and just kind of misses it. That happens, though. Now, luckily getting that fun hook shot so early gives us a much easier way to finish Swamp Palace by basically cutting out half of it. See how Kosler does on Too Mire, Too Furious. Very nice. And we'll see if the spooky works well on Xelna's side of the screen. Kosler gonna go for the hover? Nope. Very nice spooky on Xelna's side.
Yeah, nice. Ooh, I was about to say a nice clean one cycle, but looks like that arrow missed that last little.
Let's see how Kosler does with this spooky. I've seen a lot of spooky stress lately. I don't know about you, but in my watching, a lot of people have accidentally disarmed or missed. So I'm fingers crossed that we're gonna get some good spooky action from both players. Obviously, Xelna just spooked. You know, this can be a little too spooky for me. 3 spooky, 5 me, if you know what I'm saying. But Kosler does it well. Thought Kosler was about to get hit by that bunny beam, and I was like, oh gosh.
Yeah, if you didn't see, Xelna actually had to stop for a quick second and let the bunny beam hit the edge. Sometimes, you know, going just a little bit too fast, you'll still get hit by that. solid one cycle here from
Very,
Kosler.
very good.
Holy, nice,
Yeah, that
just
was pretty.
annihilated it.
The setup for the second crystal, I don't think it's time efficient in this situation. See a very, very short iteration of Swamp Palace on both sides of the screen, because we can skip all of it.
Yeah, what used to be another boring entry of a dungeon, now that you get everything that you need out of this dungeon in previous one, we now have access to diver down or holy diver or whatever kind of diver you believe to call this. Breathes a little bit extra excitement back in the. I'm really excited to see how these two take it down. Ooh, and choosing to skip those arrows.
Always a scary moment. Arrows and bombs are precious commodities. But a very nice diver down, holy diver, no splashy boy from Xelna.
Yeah, looking at Kosler's arrow count, I could see them skipping the arrows, but with 4 here, okay, so choosing to get the arrows there at the refill room, that makes sense.
Yeah, when you already have the hook shot out, I guess it really kind of doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, probably for speed, it's probably better to walk up to the wall, dash over far to the right, and then that way you can just go up into the room, get ready for diver. But utilizing the hook shot and stuff like that in the refill room.
I think we got it. Oh, no.
One
Yep,
cycle.
he got the 0 cycle.
0, sorry.
No, you're good. I barely know things. He got the 0 cycle. That is fun to see. mkosler coming up on the Unitarian Diver, as Feu called it.
That was a quick wiggle. I think that was the fastest I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. These are our two very nice runners. We see a lot of very optimized movement. Xelna, I believe, the current world record holder, and Kosler not too far behind with a very solid 1:10.05, which I believe is the run that we saw in the first round of this tournament against Lynxion. Oh, and another 0 cycle
as well.
Gosh, I am so excited and hungry, but mostly excited. Kosler has a 1:11. I'm looking at his splits. Maybe he's running against. So Jay Coper, the format of this bracket is we had a groups stage that determined who was going to advance to the main brackets. The brackets are double elimination, so we're currently in the winner's bracket with these two. The loser of this match will go up against the winner of one of the loser bracket matches between Matt 7898 and Kyong 92. Taking a second loss would knock them out of the tournament. Yeah, looks like Doom is right and I am wrong. Very not surprised to say that. The Lobster Killer Doom Tap knows a little bit more about this game than I do. Let's see how we do. This Ice Palace mirror wrap that we're seeing is very stressful to me.
There we go.
Attaboy. The best way to find out information would be to talk to Apathy Duck 07, who is one of our tournament admins, but also you can look at this link that I'm gonna Helpa up in the chat to learn a little bit more about the way that the schedule and the tournament are going.
Gosh, and if any of you blinked, you missed Cold State.
There is also a Discord server, as Fayu points out very wonderfully. We have a little bit of a 50-second break from Xelna in the longest crystal cutscene. Or one of the longest crystal cutscenes. I'm not particularly sure.
Swamp is the longest.
That's right. Something like that. I know it was one of these late dungeons. Whatever.
Alright. I want to know if both of them are going to do the same clip here to get into the Ice Rod Cave. If they're going to do the bomb, or if they're going to actually just use the wall.
Both of them are ending with... Ooh, one of those little puffballs got away from Coaster, but both of them are going to enter this area with 3 bombs. So, yep. Looks like we have this invisible bomb camera break from Xelna. I'm expecting to see the same thing from mkosler.
Ooh, just barely dodging the cabbage.
Those cabbages are jerks. See how this mirror wrap goes. Looks pretty nice on Xelna's side. Yeah. We're gonna see a similar strat on yep. Oh, we got the very very funny hook speed that I see often. And yes, we are seeing the invisible bomb teleport.
And chest turn.
Chest turn? Really, the real winner here is anyone who gets to see a chest turn.
Surprise for your eyes. Excellent mirror wrap here.
I've discovered that I was again a little behind. Oh, he missed it. There we go. Slight waste of magic should be no problem. That block going into the void does not set any spooky variable, I do not believe. Oh, and hey, we have a ZSR2 rating us with a party of 41. Howdy, y'all. We are in the end game of a all dungeons restricted major glitches, a link to the past tournament race between first seed Xelna and 16th seed mkosler. Both doing very well, having very nice runs. So I hope you guys will stick with us, and if you have any questions, feel free to talk. Because Lord knows I'm gonna keep talking.
As will I.
Definitely give these runners and ninnies a follow. Ooh, unfortunate, annoying bonk there, but looks like we're still making it through.
Just after this, we have 2 more dungeons and then a big pig to fight.
Yeah. Maybe Kosler and Xelna are gonna take this pig, skewer him, and send him to me so that I can have some dinner tonight.
I don't know if that's the pig you want to eat, though.
I don't really trust blue pig, honestly. Makes me a little bit stressed. I don't know why it's like that. Now, a green ham, on the other hand.
Nice moonwalk entry into Ganon's tower.
Green ham at all costs, I agree. We are hanging out in Ganon's tower on Xelna's side of the screen. It'll be interesting to see which of the keys he decides to take. Skipping the torch key, I'm gonna guess we're gonna see the mini Helma key.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, seems to be the the first choice for some runners, whereas the of the 3, I really don't see anyone doing that torch key very much. Nice job using that extended hook state to avoid that fire snake on Xelna's side of the screen. See how mkosler does getting into this Ganon's tower and skipping that crystal cutscene. Be wondering, after 2.5 hours, DoorDash has canceled my order.
Well, at least we can try again.
Well, probably not. Double
Choosing to get those 5 arrows. I was assuming that Zone would probably pick up the 10 that's in the chest. But
Yeah,
definitely a time loss to pick up that. Beautiful. Crawler's going to be making their way to Izarmo soon, but has more than enough arrows, so it's not going to have to pick up anything else other than what we just pick up on the way, so that way we can bonk over those invisible platforms. Mimics 1 going down so quickly with a weird bonk interaction. Yeah, that was weird. It looks like took damage from the spike at the same time that Link bonked against the. Ballsy.
Gauntlet 1, how are we doing?
Through the first one on to Gauntlet 2, and it looks like we're going to be in Gauntlet 3 in no time.
Yep, there we go. See how these Zaziks do? Fun
They're
fact.
sniping down Ice Armos, no problem.
Absolutely. Ooh, getting sniped by that Beamos. Very nice Landmo 2 Electric Boogaloo. Ooh, getting caught there, Kosler. That's unfortunate to see.
Trying to save hearts here.
Understandably. Ooh, that's really unfortunate. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, but the anti-fairy blocked him out. That kind of helped, I guess?
I don't know. That's definitely stressful.
Absolutely. That room is just really odd to me. See how torches 1, very nice torches 1.
And there's your last small key, final room.
Mm-hmm.
Cause they're making their way through the gauntlet here. Room 3. And Moldorm dead. God, this is so insane to watch and even harder to commentate. This is just it's almost more exciting to watch than to like listen to me talk about what they just.
See how this Aga 2 fight goes.
Zelda taking it nice and slow. Nice fairy drop here for Xelna.
And sometimes you want a little fairy. It's not a bad thing. Oh, whoa. That was a frustrating little slide over there.
I mean, I think it'll save you a little bit of time on the refill after all that text to get the fairy now.
Absolutely. Also, I do want to point out, Kosler had a gold turtle rock.
Yeah, it's the second gold of this run.
Yeah, and according to chat, he may or may not be running against Best instead of PB, which is why I did not know his PB properly. Very solid Foreman's basement room. How's it going, EA?
Really nice geometry here from Kosler.
How this AGA 1 fight goes. So, of course, there's the possibility of getting 15 blue balls. We will see if that happens for anyone. Do not believe so, Runner Watcher. It looks like the 109 is as... yeah, it's pretty dead.
Yeah, the extra blue balls here.
Yeah.
So I believe that was
Go ahead.
2 or 3.
I think it was 3, but I could be wrong. Zelda heading out of the AGA 1 fight and into cutscene mini boss. Ooh, Kosler getting bullied again with with just
I was
frustration.
worried. That's super scary right there.
Yeah. All right, we are about to drop into Ganon at about 108.31, 32, 33, 34. Dropping it. We are at our 4-stage fight. Hopefully not this. What are you? Y'all are stressing me out now. Oh.
Zano's going full ham on that.
Yeah, absolutely. See how the warps are. Pretty nice warps so far.
Yeah, Ganon's been a little bit mean in this turn.
Yeah, but very, very kind to Xelna so far.
And so we got 1 blue ball so far from Aga here on Kosler's side.
There's another blue ball for Kosler.
There we go. Kosler safely
right.
through Aga.
And looks like Xelna's about to skewer the pig. Pig
That's the
is
last hit.
skewered. And...
as long as he doesn't walk off.
oh, don't say that. Get your GGs in chat as... there we are. Xelna finishing in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 25 seconds. We'll see if we can get Xelna in for an interview as mkosler gets ready to drop into the Ganon fight. Get your questions that you may have for either of these runners ready.
I mean, it's always nice to see Zelda do runs of A Link to the Past. Just like really quick. Like the menu, like everything is just done so well. It's so crazy just to watch and really kind of like make me look at what I'm doing and just like, yeah, no, it's not even fast.
Very much mood.
I mean, mkosler too, like a lot of the stuff that he was doing, I was just like looking at it, was like, man, with enough practice, but just super fast and super well executed. Just a little bit unfortunate on some of the RNG.
Yeah, mkosler getting bad warps too. I mean, man, he is just getting bullied.
Yeah, this game is not his friend today.
No, I mean, this is just rough, but you know, it happens. The way of the game. So I believe that with this, Xelna will be going forward to go up against ALttP in round 3. We're not quite sure, I believe, who mkosler is going up against. We are waiting to hear back on the winner from round 1 of the losers bracket match between Matt7898 and Keong92, both very solid runners. So you know, we'll see. That's kind of what happens. Ooh, we missed torch glitch. Unfortunate. Hate to see it.
Yeah, this is really a bummer.
Oh, but he's playing it smart.
Yeah, you have to be really careful with it, just because as soon as ball tortures are gone, you really don't know where Ganon is. So the last thing you want to do is be positioned down at the bottom and then have a fire bat just knock you off. A couple more hits here. Yeah, a lot of patience.
Yeah,
we've seen on mkosler's screen, even with the bad RNG and just some bad things being thrown his way, just keeping cool and able to kind of come through on this run.
Who blows up the pig and walks through with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 18 seconds. Love to see it. Very solid time.
GG. We're having some. I just want to quickly apologize because we had some minor stream issues very later, and now we're having the problem of our commentary bot not connecting to this voice channel right now. There we go. Very good. Still not fully working right now. Still not showing who's talking. Sorry for the small technical issues right now, but it will be we'll be having Xelna and mkosler in for an interview. But yeah, it looks like we're having some minor troubles here getting the Discord commentary bot to work, so apologies for that. Alright, I'm just trying to get the bot working. You still here?
We're here.
Alright.
Yeah. I just didn't want to interrupt you.
There we go, it's working now. Alright, with that being said, we are joined here by mkosler and Xelna. For the post-race interview, how's it going?
Hello, doing good. How about you guys?
Going all right. Could have been better, but you know.
I mean, I'm just amazed by both of your guys' play. Just watching is a treat, and being able to commentate on this is crazy. Thank you so much for this race, and GG's to you, Xelna and mkosler. Sorry that you had some unfortunate RNG, but you still had some patience, and you really showed good fortitude and just kind of keeping up with this.
Yeah, I want to really blame this loss too much on the RNG. Xelna put up a time that was
Were you both
25
watching?
seconds better, or behind my sum of best, so there were pretty much wasn't really thinking that this was anything other than just a PB attempt for me.
Were either of you watching along with the stream?
Yeah, always watching. Yeah.
Okay. Because we did see some very stressful RNG moments happen. Some really nice movement, very optimized from both of you. Any thoughts about the run? I mean, Kosler, we know that you got 2 golds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a nice 5 flat Thieves Town, and then I shaved 4 seconds off of my TR gold. I think it's still not a great, but finally under the 510. I think it's a 507.
Yeah, that's pretty good still.
Yeah, finally made it. Got my summer best below 110, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, this run went surprisingly well. Like, I wasn't expecting much because, you know, I just played Marble Blast a lot lately. But the only thing that went really bad is Meyer. Like, I don't know what I was doing in Meyer. I just messed up the second clip. Probably lost like 25 seconds. But, like, other than that, it was not bad. Can't really complain.
I mean, I want to talk about a couple of things that were really interesting. So that weird torch thing that happened in Meyer, that was crazy. And then in Mimics 1 in Ganon's Tower, that bonk that you had with the same thing as like the spike, kind of just like keeping Link in place by the door was interesting.
Yeah, if you bonk when a spike is close, I don't know exactly how it works, but if a moving spike is close to you as you're bonking, stuff like that can happen. It's really weird.
I had... not in that room, but the room immediately prior, I had an adventure with I was doing the safe strat, got stuck on the other side, just taking damage over and over again, having to try to figure out how to activate the switch when I'm too far away from it, and navigate around those mimics that are just going to beat the crap out of me. It was super annoying.
Did you get a refill first?
No, I didn't. So I was sitting at like 3 or 4 hearts the entire time that I was in, and then every gauntlet room was pretty awful.
I mean, we got to talk about how, even though it's a notoriously infamous boss, Helmasaur was super nice to both of you.
I got that
nobody died, really.
Yeah, I had a good first phase. I got I guess, not the full Neobrine, the just one down and then kind of diagonal, but I ended up down at 1 heart. Luckily, I did a defensive spin, so all I needed to do was get one more spin in for the end. But yeah, I think Helma could have been better.
But yeah,
Anders, was there anything you wanted to ask?
I think that's it.
That's it from me. Xelna, you're going to be going up against DowTMB in the next round. Kosler, we are still waiting to see who you're going to be going up against in the next round, but if you guys have any thoughts about either of those?
Yeah, Dow's a really good player, but I mean, at this point, you're playing against every player is good. So.
Everyone's pretty much a really good player at this point in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So Kosler is going to be going against the winner of Matt 7898 versus Kyung92. That is losers bracket round 1. So the winner of that will be facing Kosler in losers bracket round 2. Just for everyone's information.
And Matt was in my group, so it's interesting how things work out if I end up playing against Matt. Beat him in groups, but it was an adventure of a match, both back and forth, both trying to lose the game,
and the earliest.
Made it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, go for it. You're
and
fine.
Yep, the earliest you could potentially meet Anders again, if Anders.
You don't want to see me try and write this.
Yeah, the earliest you could potentially meet Xelna again is if Xelna were to immediately lose the next match against DowTMB. The earliest you can lose, you can match again is in the let me just double check my information here. Yeah, in actually the losers round 7, which is essentially right before the last winner, before the semifinals winner, semifinals loser joins. So that's gonna. That'd be a
I'm
while.
just gonna say I have a feeling that we're not gonna face each other again.
Yeah, you never know. It is far behind, and we have some great matches coming up.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
actually, it could be run out earlier. Could be now that I'm looking at this, it could actually be run out earlier. Let me check this. Let me just double check this. Yeah, if Kosler were to if Xelna were to win against ALttP, but then lose their next match in round 4, then you could actually meet in losers round 6 again. So that's actually the earliest.
Cool.
Because the loser of match 55 place is in that bracket stage.
Cool.
So it's gonna be a few rounds, but we
Yeah.
might see a rematch. We might see a rematch. Who knows?
We'll see
Could
how
happen.
things work out. But
yeah, good luck on your next matches, man.
yeah, definitely you too.
Thank you.
Not a ZSR thing, but we've got a all dungeons race during Corona Relief Done Quick. Is that what they're calling it?
Oh yeah,
On Sunday.
on the
Sunday.
GDQ channel.
Yes.
That's going to be pretty awesome. And speaking of the GDQ channel, there's actually right now there's the Ocarina of Time randomizer. Well, we call it multi-world. They call it co-op run with Spike, Vegeta, and this is embarrassing. I forgot the second runner. This is embarrassing. That's my memory right there. I'm good at that stuff. I promise. I promise. But yeah, that's going on right now. So we'll be sending you over to a Link to the Past all dungeons runner after this stream. We'll rate someone from the community, but then afterwards we'll be of course hosting the GDQ channel afterwards. But yeah. It was fan. Yeah, fan. That's what it was. Fan. We're playing together with Spike Vegeta. But yeah, awesome restream, awesome race, and just want to thank you two again. I'd like the 2 commentators and the 2 racers, obviously. I believe Xelna's already hopped out of here, but that's fine. Yeah, in case you have any final words, then stage is yours.
I was going to say thank you guys so much for being here, watching this race. Thank you to Xelna and mkosler for doing this. Like I said, it's always a blast to watch. And thank you, Anders, for being my co-host.
Sweet. Thank you for being my co-host. We could go back and forth all day, so why don't we cut it off now?
Sounds good to me. See you guys next race.